Hey, everyone, SJ and I have, we've got a special interview with Jamie Dunn and Agro.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Agro in the house. We are very honored here. Yeah.
That's right. We are honored for Jamie to take his time. This is one of the highlights for us. We couldn't get video footage, but we have the audio. You'll see a few pictures to show who's being interviewed. So sit back, enjoy.
There's bad comedy here.
Yeah, there's bad comedy, but this is worth it. Thanks again, Jamie and Agro.
Yay! Now, hello, Jamie Dunn. How are you today?
Hello, Nicholas. How are you?
I am absolutely honored for this interview. Thank you very much.
You're honoured to talk to a puppet. Are you sure?
Well, I work with a puppet here and there for this channel, so yeah, that's fine. And growing up with the Muppets and Agro.
SJ, that's your puppet, isn't it? SJ?
Yeah.
Okay, explain. What does he look like?
SJ's just a skeleton with a bit of a cute face, but a bit of a rebellious attitude.
Oh, right, okay. Well, Agro's a bit of Mexican carpet with a monobrow that comes down like a roller door and a orange squash ball for a nose, ping pong balls for eyes with Technicolor on them. So that's us.
No, classic, absolutely classic. I've just got a couple of questions to ask you, and then I'll have our guest interviewer ask the legend Agro himself. So
okay, all right. Well, fire away, my friend.
Okay, what is your fondest memory of the Cartoon Connection?
My fondest memory, I'd have to say, working with all my friends and you know, Gibbo, Crikey the Clown, Teresa, Anne Marie, of course, was fantastic. A whole stack of people just worked on one show. We were all friends before we started the show. Luckily, we ended up friends after the show. And, you know, that's my fondest memory, that you get to work with people you admire and respect. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful, because watching the show, it just looked like you were having the best time of your lives.
Yeah, it was very, we didn't stop for anything. I remember one time we were giving away an electric car and we propped Agro up, I think with a rolled up newspaper for a backbone, and we got the electric car with Agro in it driving, coming out, and he hit one of the pieces of set and the car toppled over, and Agro was lying flat on his back with his arms and legs out on the studio floor. And Big Gibbo, came running on with two ping pong bats and yelled out "clear" and lay him on Agro's chest and pulled him up as he gave him the pretend electric charge, and we just kept going on. It was, it was very ad lib, and I think very funny. I don't think you can do it these days though. Everyone's too woke these days.
Oh yeah, of course. No, it was a special time, the 90s. Like, you could pretty much get away with mostly anything. But no, that's great to hear. Do you still keep in touch with the cast?
No, not really. Not really. Gibbo got very crook, and Ian lives down the coast now. Ian's the Crikey the Clown. Anne Marie rings me quite regularly. If my phone rings, it's Anne Marie, and I'll pick it up, or she'll leave me a message, and it'll go something like, "Hello, it's me. Oh, why don't you speak to me? It's my birthday, and you didn't even call."
Yeah, because you two have such a rich history on the show, and there was lots of banter because, like, you'll be doing a few pranks, and then she'll be taking most of the punishment on Agro. Like, I was watching a few clips on YouTube, and just looking back, and it's like, I remember watching this early mornings before school, but yeah, there were some cheeky times. So
Yeah, well, and I've watched those back too, and I never realised at the time just how good Anne-Marie was. She was better than I imagined. She set up a lot of the comedy, and yeah, she was really good. And where does she live now? Melbourne.
my hometown. So yeah, because
There you go.
at the time I didn't know where the show was filmed, and whenever there was a Crikey's segment, I always wondered, oh, where's that? And it was my mum that said,
Oh,
no,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they're in Brisbane.
he was just out. He was out and about, wandering around. Tell it, you can shot in Brisbane because we finish every sentence with a but. It's like Queenslanders do. It's going to be a hot day today, eh? Or not as hot as yesterday, but like that.
Do you think a reunion special could or should happen with the cartoon connection?
I don't think it can happen because all of the characters are so old that it'll just be cobwebs and fart sound effects. Although Agro can do it because he doesn't age, but everyone else is, on walking frames and walking sticks.
No, that's fair enough. Like, I reckon there should be a full DVD release of all the seasons. Just cut out the cartoons.
Oh, that is a good idea. I would think Channel 7 should do things like that. I think that's a great idea.
Because there's barely been any releases. Like, there was a few VHS releases of some shows, and well, Hey Hey has their online stuff. Yeah, sign up and then you can watch all the episodes. And well, YouTube has a few.
Yeah, well, Daryl, you see, Daryl owns all of those. That's
Yeah.
he has I think he does. He has a company that does all that. Yeah.
But yeah.
And he was on last year just with Dancing with the Stars. Agro can't do that because his legs don't work.
Maybe a guest judge.
Oh yeah, I love judging people. Yeah, Agro nailed that.
See, that's the thing. That's what TV's missing is, like, because they have all the former main stars of the 2000s and 90s, but there's always a missed opportunity not to have like an icon of the business yourself with another icon like the
Nicholas, keep calling me an icon. I love this.
Well, together with you and Agro, you're a legend. Like, it's not just it's the person being a puppet. It's like literally a whole different character come to life. And I'll jump to a further question and then go back. So, who inspired you to do this routine?
Oh, Nicholas, my inspirations over the years, and there'll be a couple in there you won't even know. There was a silent movie guy, Buster Keaton.
Yeah, I know Buster Keaton. Yeah.
I just loved his work. I liked all British comedy. Like Eric Sykes, Jimmy Edwards. All of that. Even right the way through Monty Python.
Good old Monty
British
Python.
comedy. Yeah, to me is quality comedy, quality drama. I liked all that. But then on the other hand, I did a special on the ABC with Agro and Bob Down and a couple of other, one-time celebrities, and Mr. Squiggle. And the old guy that operated Mr. Squiggle was so good, so funny, and yet it was a marionette type puppet, with strings and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was just so professional, and I just Agro was there being a bit of a smart ass, but that guy was really, really. I don't even know his name, but I know he's passed away now. But yeah, it sounds strange, doesn't it? But Mr. Squiggle sort of had something going for him, with the blackboard. And what did the blackboard say?
Oh, and hurry up.
Hurry up.
Yeah, that was another great show I used to watch, and could send in drawings, and I think I did send in something to the Cartoon Connection. But
well,
yeah,
our set was
ago.
We would just, if the kids sent in a picture, we would simply pin it up behind Agro on the wall, so that the kids could see their artwork be part of the set for a few weeks before some other kid sent in. I liked that about the show. There was connection with your audience all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So your gigs that you've been doing the last few years, how have they been?
Oh, well, I'm not going to say they're bad, but we did Mackay, and this is what Retro's doing, memories, nostalgia. Agro Up Late, it's called, and our next one is May 24th in Rockhampton at the Pilbeam Theatre. But we did Mackay, and, you're worrying how many people will turn up. We got 800 people. 800.
Wow.
I know. It just amazes me that there's that continuing interest in Agro.
Yeah, no, that's great, because just helped like a whole generation back in the day, and then even with I think it was on Sunrise with Anne Marie and Agro came back, and then the few commercials on radio as well. And
oh yeah, that's right, yeah. And Agro did an Uber Eats campaign, yeah.
No, it's really
with
good.
Who's that? Dr. Chris Brown.
Yes, that's it. Excuse the background noise. Okay, so I've now got a few questions for Agro. So this will be a bit of the fun part of the second segment where both puppets have a little exchange. And yeah.
Okay.
So with editing, I'll put a little extra video in as well, and just give it a bit more
okay.
sprinkle.
Okay, all right. Well, and you change your voice for SJ, do you?
Yep. I do all that.
Okay, I'll know then.
Hey, Agro, SJ here. I'd just like to ask you a few questions, because this is such a highlight for my career, which is still growing.
All right, go ahead, SJ. I'm ready.
So, who is your idol?
My idol, let me see. I'd have to say Mr. Dunn, because without him, I think my career had collapsed. I don't have let's face it, I've got no bum. There's just an elbow where my bum should be. And if it wasn't for Mr. Dunn, I wouldn't be upright. So, yeah, I think he's my idol.
So,
do you have an idol, SJ?
Well, I've got a couple, and I wouldn't want to upset you if I mentioned the wrong one, but I always thought Chuck Wood from David Strassman was pretty funny, but he sort of gets a bit too hands off. So I'd probably have to say, after getting prepared for this, I would look up to you more. Not to be a kiss ass or anything, but...
talking, SJ. you and I both hate suited characters, don't we?
Oh, well,
I mean,
I've
because
got nothing to
they
wear.
can't speak. You ask a suited character how old they are, and they just bob up and down.
Yeah.
And I've noticed, even with Humphrey Bear, there's just a big industrial zip down his back.
Well, maybe he was a rug on the floor and they just decided to add a zipper.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, every time he leans forward, that Humphrey, he's got to hang on to his head. I don't think it's attached too well.
No, he will never be a head of a major corporation.
Oh, SJ. Someone needs to write better jokes for you.
Well, we're on a very tight budget, so we just have to go what's on loan for humor.
Well, keep going, because when I started, I used to get $63 a week as Agro.
Oh, I should ask for a raise. I'm getting nothing.
Keep going, it'll get better.
Do you have any rivals?
No, not really. I didn't really care about rivals. I kind of like the edgy ones. You know, that purple guy? Where's the purple guy?
Peanut.
What's his name?
Peanut with Jeff Dunham.
No. He's like I don't know. He's a purple puppet. And I like him. I like Ahmed, the terrorist.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, he's a
Jeff Dunham's
people.
good.
I like something with a bit of edge to it.
Yeah, Ahmed and Jose Jalapeno on a stick.
Oh, I like how you said Ahmed.
Oh, he does tell us how to say it and must use phlegm.
Yes.
When will you host the Logies?
I don't know. I think my last chance with the Logies is if they do a "Do you remember when?" or "Where are they now?" You know what I mean? Maybe they'll celebrate children's television of the past. I don't know. And I actually wonder whether the Logies are as relevant as they used to be.
Yeah, they seem to be losing their shine.
Yeah, when that guy from Hard Quiz won the gold Logie because he kind of, lobbied for it on his show, and then he won the gold Logie by coercing his listeners to vote. I guess it worked, but I think that was probably a nail in the coffin for the Logies.
Yeah, shame. But I've just got a couple of other questions here. Do you or have you caught up with Dickie Nee from Hey Hey?
I have. Dickie Nee and I actually did a segment on the Logies, and there was a big box in the centre stage with two men in it. One was Jamie Dunn beside, I think his name was Mark, who had a stick with the wig end on it. And I said to him, "Oh, how does this operate? How do you operate your puppet?" And he said, "When John Blackman speaks, I shake the stick." And that's what I like about Australian puppets. There's nothing fancy. It's not Elmo, nothing clever. They just, I like to pluck a duck, just ad-lib type puppets I like.
Yeah, we're sort of the easy one. Like easy going, and that's just Aussie humor, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this will probably sound a bit cheesy to some viewers. And speaking of that, did you like Cheese TV?
No, never liked it. Didn't care about it. Overhyped, I thought. Yeah, I didn't. Nothing about it I liked. There you go.
No, that's
Do I sound
honest.
bitter?
No, just honest as anyone would expect Agro to be. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for this opportunity. Like, now I've got heaps of time to catch up and see how you were in action and see if anything's changed or if you still remain the same great Agro.
Well, why don't we finish on me singing the theme from Cartoon Connection? Are you ready?
Oh, yes, definitely.
We get up every morning just as the sun is dawning and put our show together for you. Cartoon Connection. We'll make the connection, the Cartoon Connection. We'll make you laugh and help you get through. Let Anne-Marie and me keep you company. See you, SJ. See you, Nicholas.
See you, Agro. Bye, Jamie. Thank you so much again. And thank you, Agro, for this.